Hey, what's going on, gamers? Welcome back to SkyBounds. This is episode number, I'm not really sure. It's close to 20. I don't think we're quite there yet, but we've been killing the series so far. And on the last episode, I asked you all what you wanted to see me do today on this one. It was between building a kelp farm and creating a collection building for my island where I can store things like armor sets and cool recipes. And it seemed like the verdict was to start with the kelp farm, do that today. That way I'm being efficient and maximizing my island profits. And some of you guys wanted to see how to make a simple kelp farm, so I'll show you guys how to do an auto kelp today, and then move on in the series to do the collection build later. So, what we gotta do first things first is find our kelp book. There it is. And let's take a look at our farming level. So we have farming level 45. We have island level 16. The only thing remaining to do is claim this book. In fact, we are farming level 54. We'd probably be a lot higher along in farming as well, but I've been too lazy to repair my lovely auto sugarcane grinder down here, so it's kind of just been stuck there for a few days, and I haven't farmed any sugarcane. But it's fine. We don't gotta worry about that. What we do need to worry about and do need to showcase is the changes I made to my island beneath me. So I went ahead and removed the one pillar of the auto cocoa bean factory that I had demonstrated here, and I just continue to build out my polished diorite platform at the top of my island here. I sold off most of the items in these double chests. I think I've been keeping just the bones and the arrows that are dropped from skeletons. I maneuvered some rotten flesh over there for flesh pies, but I haven't really kept the rest of the resources. I've been kind of lazy, not gonna lie. I should probably keep crafting them, but it doesn't matter. Don't gotta worry about that one right here, right now. What I do need to do is go down below. Oh, I just teased it on accident, and show you guys the new builds down there. And before I do that, I want to ask you guys to please hit this video with a like spike, smash a thumbs up on it right here, right now. Let's get over 1,000 likes. That would be awesome to see. So far in the SkyBounds series, your support has been amazing, but I want to make sure we keep that strong. Now, behind me is going to be the reveal of our auto cocoa bean farm and our kelp farm stage 1. We're going to still have to do a lot for that kelp farm, but without further ado, let's take a look. Bam! There it is behind us. Let's fly on down and take a look at the builds that we have right here. So right here in this chamber is the auto cocoa bean setup. What I have here for this gold block is the location where I need to put an auto planter, a farming robot, and then I need another auto chest to go on top. I don't have the other auto chest, and I'm pretty sure they're brutally expensive right now. Let's take a look at the price on the AH. Yeah, I'm not buying that for 100 million. Get out of here. What's crazy about those prices is I guess they're just so sought after, is that auto teleporters are just as rare. It's the exact same rarity. It's just one is worth like 50 to 100 times the value of the other, which is just stupid, but we won't talk about that. I got an auto chest here that is set to collect cocoa beans. So far it's collected 782. I just did a couple manual plants to make sure I have everything set up correctly. The main thing I need to do still though, like I said, is get the farming robot installed, but there's no point in really doing that until I have the auto chest to go on top. But, I mean, I guess it still saves me time if I put the farmer there. I don't have to plant these seeds myself. But now, let me go ahead and flick the switch, and let's watch all of these cocoa beans get shoved down and break off. Here we go. But before I flick that switch, let me show you that I built this all within one chunk. And again, shoutouts to the Fig Jams Island. I did use their exact build design pretty much. It's very convenient, it's very simple, and honestly, it's the most efficient I could think of for cocoa beans. I tried to come up with an observer system so I don't have to do anything manually, but it just doesn't seem to work that well. I could run a clock that pushes the pistons up and down every like 45 minutes or something, giving the cocoa beans time to grow, but I don't even think that clock is necessary. So, without further ado, flick of the switch, boom. All of the jungle logs got pushed down, all the cocoa beans broke, got that farming experience, and our auto collection chest basically just filled all the way up. Yeah, there's not a lot of room there for overspill, so once we have our farmer in there, it'll be like the first load and a half goes into the auto chest for our farming robot, and then the rest will just go as overflow into our collection chest here, and fill this all up. So pretty easy. And now if I wanted to activate it from the bottom and launch all these jungle logs back up, I need to make sure I don't forget to turn this redstone off. Otherwise, there's going to be pistons blocking it. Anyways, then I would come here, flick that, and they just all got pushed back up. Remember to turn those levers back off after the fact, or you're going to cook yourself. Not a great idea. You do not want to get cooked. Honestly, let's set up the auto farmer there to at least replant the cocoa beans for the time being, even if I don't have the money for another auto chest. I'm hoping I'll get an auto chest as loot at some point, so I don't have to deal with the shenanigans of buying one at a ridiculously overpriced rate. Anyways, farming robot, let's go back inside of our cocoa bean farm. And we'll put it down right there. Excellent. And I'm going to slap some upgrades on this. I'm going to select it to replant cocoa beans, no wheat. Make that priority 1. Go to the upgrades. Let's increase these because I have lots of money. We'll make it go up to the level 4. We need to expand the distance quite a bit. This is the main one. I think 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, we need to go more on that. That's an expensive upgrade tree right there. Storage capacity, we'll bump that up to 1,000 items. That's fine. Hopper rate is 14 seconds. Let's make sure we get more items per transfer because otherwise that'll be super slow. And the plant rate, let's go ahead and upgrade that a little bit as well. Let's get that to 10 seconds. Perfect. And now if I come over here... Oh, he's already got some. I forgot I had some cocoa beans in this hopper still. Perfect, so he's grabbing all those. Let me just transfer them to him directly to speed this process up. He's got 300 cocoa beans in it, and I'm going to give him some more as well. Let's just clear some of these out. Actually, we'll grab all of it. That's perfect, and we'll stock this man up. He's maxed out, 1,000 of those. Put the rest in the item hopper. And now, like I said, it's going to go ahead and replant all the cocoa beans for me. I'm not sure how far it's going to reach, if it'll get this side of the block or not. But I'm not going to stress about it. We're going to let him do his thing. And let's go talk about the kelp farm now. This is what the key part of the episode is supposed to be about. So now that we finished talking about our cocoa farm behind us, we got the farming robot in place. The only thing left is the automatic chest collection. That's okay. We'll get there when we get there. So that's checked off the list. Now let's talk about the kelp farm behind me. I haven't actually planted the kelp because I redeemed the book for the first time just now, and I'm going to actually need some kelp resources from the warzone. But what I've done is I've created a very simple observer piston auto brake setup, and I'll show you guys exactly how this works, and it's super cheap to build. This is only one level of it. I'm going to go ahead and expand this vertically up and add a couple more stories to it. But basically what I've done is I've got 8 pistons and 8 observers wide, and I've got some simple redstone attached to the observers in line with the pistons, which are right in this row. Basically what'll happen is if an observer sees growth, let me just go ahead and prove this to you. Boom, that would be kelp growing. It's going to trigger those pistons to activate because all this redstone's going to light up and activate the pistons down below. So super simple build, not that expensive. And like I said, you can expand this as much as you want vertically, and then you're just gonna need a shield in the front, which is what I've got going on here, to block all the items that are flying up to the top, sliding across over the ice, and bumping into this glass. So basically, you could just expand this vertically as high as you want with as many floors of this as you want. Now, to prove to you guys just how easy it is to build one of these things, I'm going to go into a little bit of a speed run here and demonstrate exactly how to create another one. To get things started, I'm going to raise up the diorite wall all along the back here so no water can escape and the kelp will stay in our storage facilities. Now I'm going to cover up the water source blocks here because this is where our new water source is going to go in, and we need to make sure we go at least 3 higher on this wall, and then we're going to go ahead and break out the diorite and replace it with pistons and observers. So as you can imagine, the first floor is the base growth for the crops, and then we're going to put pistons in here, 8 of them, and then we're going to put our observers on top. Super easy. I recommend you hold shift and space at the same time so you can fly and stay stationary at the height you want. And right click them all down on top of the pistons. Then, as you can imagine, I'm going to go ahead and install another line of diorite on the back, or whatever building block you're using, of course, and then I'm going to place my redstone along that. Now, once again, each time these observers see a growth state of the kelp, it's going to cause all the observers to fire off that redstone and pop off the pistons. Next up, let's put our wall in place so none of this water will escape because we got to put a lot of source block water in here next. Now I'm going to fill my hotbar with water buckets and go to town. Now in theory, even though kelp will grow in water that is not a stationary source block and it will then actually convert it into one, I don't feel like dealing with the chaos of water not cooperating, so I'm going to go ahead and make every single one of these water blocks into a source block. That way I don't have any problems when I try to redirect the flow of the water to go on top of this line of ice. The reason I'm choosing to refill my water buckets right now is because I plan on adding a 3rd story to this as well soon after, but that's totally optional. You can go with just 1 floor if you want. You can go with 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, however many you feel like building. You can expand this thing indefinitely until the maximum build height. Right, time to make it just a little bit taller all the way around. Build on top of my observers as well. And let's place our ice in. Break this stained glass, get the water flow how we want it. And we need one final inventory of water buckets. And we're going to place them just above the observers like this. Perfect. And now we've replicated the exact design that we have below. And once again, the last thing I need to do is actually plant the kelp down and expand my shield here so that when the kelp grows and breaks and falls, it won't exit my facility and actually get captured into what we're going to build next, which is the automatic collection chamber, which is just going to use hoppers, so you don't need to buy any expensive auto chests from other players. Now it's time to buy some hoppers on the lovely shop. I'm only going to need 2 of them, and I'm going to need 2 chests just to make sure I have a little double chest to collect everything. And next up, it's super easy. All I'm going to do is put my chest down there. I'm going to take my hoppers and install them like so. Perfect, we have our hoppers leading into our chest. We have our nice station here where we're going to add some water flow. The last step's going to be for me to grab some signs because I'm kind of the big dumb. I should have put the hoppers in here and the chest there, but it's fine. I'm going to make it a little bit different. I think it's going to look cool this way anyhow. To be clear, this step is not necessary. You do not need signs. You just need the water flow to actually access your hoppers, but this is the way I'm opting to do it. And then you take your final 2 buckets of water and you put them in the top corners, which is going to guide the water flow perfectly into your hoppers. It's really that simple. And now any item that lands inside of here, as you can see, it's going to flow right into the hoppers. Let's put a sign over on this side now and watch it all flow perfectly in. Easy game, easy life, and it's now inside of our chest. To be safe, if I want to guarantee that our hoppers collect all the items, I can put some glass above our chest here as well to prevent anything from exiting the hopper zone. So if, let's say, you had such a massive kelp farm that there was so many stacks of items building up, you won't have to worry. They're going to sit there on the hoppers until the hoppers have had a chance to grab them all and place them into your chest. So now that we finished building this thing, I know I said I'm going to add 1 more floor, so I'm going to do that real quick off camera. Then we're going to head to the war zone and get some kelp. So I may have gotten a little bit carried away building the extra layers. I decided I'd go above and beyond, so I now have 5 layers tall, which is going to give me how many kelp? 5 times 8 is 40, baby. So we need to get 40 kelp in the war zone, and then we're going to come back here, set it all up, and see how our automation actually works. And now that I think about it, I actually don't need to worry because I have those immunity stonks from the last time, so I'm just going to go and find myself the kelp. Worry-free gaming, let's go. And I believe the kelp is located at the Weeping Waterfall, which is the waterfall parkour in the Mesa biome. So that's where I'm heading to right now. I have my immunity active. I don't have any food, but I have nothing to worry about because I got an hour and a half to explore the war zone without anyone being able to hurt me. I'm not even nicknaming because I have nothing to fear. Come on, chase me, Fire Geyser. It's all good, man. It's all good. And a sky drop has spawned. Fan-freaking-tastic. Honestly, I'll grab some loot on my way around. Looks like there's an invis hanging out here. I see them. If I could punch them, they would become visible again, but I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm on a mission. I'm gonna find myself what I want, and that is the kelp out of this waterfall, and there it is. It's looking oh so beautiful. So let's go ahead and snag that up real quick. I can taste it. The Weeping Waterfall. Give me your kelp. Oh, this is definitely gonna be more than 40. There's so much floating here. I just gotta swim to it. No! I actually just got kicked for hacking? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a joke. Did I lose anything? No, I'm fine. I gotta be careful when I press sprint or it's gonna kick me. Don't steal my kelp, bro. 22. Yikes. I need more. Are you gonna give it to me, Fire Geyser? You know I need this kelp, bro. You know I need this kelp. You know what? Here. Have some pistons and observers. They're expensive. Give me the kelp. Give me the kelp. I need it. Please, sir. You can make your own kelp farm. Give me some of it at least. I just need 40. I'll give you the rest. No, that's it? That's all he had? Oh my god. Where'd the rest of this kelp go? The freaking Jesus hacks. I promise I'm no god. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, here you go, Fire Geyser. You're gonna need some of these as well. If you're gonna make yourself a really, really nice kelp farm. So you enjoy those. I'm out of here. And I'm going to my island now. Hopefully I won't get booted from my own server for hacks that I don't have. We go in here and we plant the kelp. Oh boy, not there. I said not there. Oh god, I can't break it. Why can't I break it? Oh my god, no! Oh, I have a toggle on. That's why. Oh, crop safety. Get rid of that. Give me that. Thank you. I don't need no crop safety. Oh, what happened to this water here? Oh no, I scuffed it. Please tell me that fixes it. Okay, good. That would have tilted me otherwise. Alright. Let's get the rest of our kelp planted, please. We've got big things to do. Automation. No, I did it again! Ugh. We have one more to plant inside of here, if I can get in. Perfect. I love getting it in, you know what I mean? Sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, that's all planted. Oh, I missed. Did I miss one? Is that a layer that I missed? No, it's planted. It's growing. All of our kelp is now in, I think. And look, we already got some. Okay, kelp grows real fast. So I'm pretty sure my auto kelp farm is going to destroy this challenge for me, which is the one I'm on currently, which is to harvest 1,000 kelp. I've already got 109. Feeling good, man. Feeling freaking good. So yeah, there it is. You guys asked to see it. Here it is, an auto kelp farm that does not require an auto chest. Praise the Lord, it's cheap, it's affordable, and you can stack it super tall and make this thing produce like 10,000 kelp an hour or something crazy. So that's up to you guys. You can make another one next to it. The reason why I'm only doing 8 observers and pistons in a row is for the water flow, to make sure that I can center it up with my hoppers and things here. That's really the only reason I'm sticking to 8. You can do other designs though. You could increase this to super long lengths and just do a different water collection system at the bottom. This is just the way I opted to do it, because I wanted to have mine looking petite and looking nice and condensed in with my cocoa farm. And if I wanted, I can make another version of this on the other side mirrored, and that would probably look really nice in this chunk, because I have enough space to do that actually. It would end up going like right here at the other chest. So I may do that actually, and then I'll have double the production of kelp, and it will still be nice and tidy down here next to my cocoa beans, which again, I could double the production as well. It'll require another farming robot, and I would just have to stack this higher. It would also require another auto chest, because I need an auto chest for every single farmer in order to make sure he's got all the cocoa beans that he needs. So it's not cheap, but I'm going to go ahead and give him one more upgrade here. Here you go. One more on the range, my friend. The rest of this is fine. Actually, 200k is so cheap. I'm going to upgrade all those. They're just so cheap. 400, 500, 400. I'll do those as well, just because it's not that expensive. Cost me another 1.5 million in casual upgrades. The only expensive one was that range that was 4 million stars. But now he can plant cocoa beans everywhere and more efficiently. And it's going to be good times, good money. And that's it, guys. I think this is where I'm going to wrap up this episode. You've seen the automation of the island continuing to grow. The industrialization is here. I got kicked for Jesus hacks. This was a great episode, man. Very productive. And I hope you guys will all be able to take advantage of this automatic kelp farm now. It's very cheap, like I said. It's just pistons and observers, and then 2 wee little hoppers at the bottom. And of course, you can expand your chest grabbing facility down here as big as you want. I just have 1 double chest for the moment, because I'm curious to see how quickly a double chest fills up with kelp using this farm. So I'm going to AFK here and see exactly how quickly I earn all my moolah. And I will see you guys soon on the next episode. That's it for the build. Appreciate your faces for tuning in. If you haven't done so, give it a like, subscribe with the notification bell turned on so you never miss a video. Oh god! Okay, for a second I thought that was going over my glass. Whew, we good. And of course, if you want to join the server, everything you need is in the video description, SkyBounds.com and shop.skybounds.com. Minecraft 1.14.4 is the only version you can connect on currently. We're going to try and add more in the future, but for now it's 1.14.4. That's it. I'll see you guys all soon with the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your comments. Thanks for the recommendation on doing the kelp farm. I think this was a perfect build for our island. And I'm done my rambling. Catch you guys next time. Peace.